Welcome back to Joe Stunner Boxing. I made a video a few days ago about Jake Paul's most valuable promotions company and the positive work that they are doing with women's boxing, really, promoting it. They're signing up a lot of good female fighters, and they're really, devoted, it would seem, to propelling women's boxing forward, which, if you're a boxing fan, can only be a good thing. As I've said before, I like boxing. I don't care whether it's men or women doing it. And watching the women's game grow, I think, is very, very interesting. Now, there was in actual fact, I have to say this, it was a pretty good card that MVP put on at the weekend. It was headlined by, let me get this right, because there's two brothers. It was Daniel Pero against Cesar Navarro, and it was a really good heavyweight fight. The first half was really, really exciting. Pero floored twice, and he came back to outpoint Navarro. But there were a couple of female bouts on that too, and there was a really terrific 4-rounder. I mean, I think it opened the show, and it was really good. 4 3-minute rounds, not 2 3-minute rounds, between Ellie Rodriguez, who's undefeated, and Natalie Dove, who was also undefeated. And it ended up in a unanimous draw. All three judges had it 38-38. The 3-minute rounds made all the difference. It was entertaining. Both the girls weren't just going hell for leather. There was a lot of action, but they were trying to kind of think about what they were doing and not just, thrash away. It was more of a boxing match with action rather than just a car park brawl with action. Both those girls could fight. Natalie Dove and Nayeli Rodriguez. Look out for those names, because they're being built up. And I think both of them, they're super flyweights. Both of them, I think, could have a future. They're only youngsters too. But today came the news that 33-year-old Savannah Marshall and 32-year-old Chantelle Cameron have also joined the MVP roster. And I think this is a bit surprising in the case of Chantelle Cameron, certainly, because she moved from Matchroom to Queensberry and has only had a couple of fights with Queensberry and was being built up as one of their stars. She has been a little bit inactive. And she's decided to move to MVP, which obviously offered her good money. And the same with Savannah Marshall as well, who don't think she's fought since she won the undisputed super middleweight title against Franchon Cruz Dezern in sort of mid-2023, June, July, maybe 2023. And she said today, "I'm delighted to say I'm now part of MVP, who, more than any other promoter, recognise the value that women bring to the sport. Through Jake Paul, they have a very unique, refreshing approach to the fight game. They think out of the box. They're different, and boxing overall benefits from such trailblazers. It's an exciting time to join their team alongside so many other accomplished female fighters. As a two-weight world champ and previously achieving undisputed status, it only feels natural to be here, and I cannot wait to begin fighting under their banner." So that's what Savannah said. Does sound a bit like a press release, but we'll assume that she said it, or words to that effect. And Chantelle was equally as enthusiastic. Chantelle Cameron said, "I'm very excited about this move. MVP has been nothing but encouraging in talks regarding myself and female boxing. This is a fantastic opportunity for the next stage of my career, and it's an unbelievable platform to showcase my boxing ability." She thanked Jake Paul and a few MVP associates for making the whole transition very easy for her from Queensberry. And I think this is, they really are putting their money where their mouth is. They are, I mean, Jake Paul released a statement. He said that Savannah Marshall and Chantelle Cameron are world-class athletes who represent the best of women's boxing and the proud tradition of UK champions. Chantelle, of course, has been, chomping at the bit for a third fight with Katie Taylor, who instead has opted for a third fight with Amanda Serrano, but she may yet get it because MVP do have a history of work. They promote Serrano and have done it magnificently, and they are they work closely with Matchroom, or have done, despite being sued or the threat of being sued by them. And Jake Paul and Nakisa Badarian is, I think, also the co-founder of MVP. They said, like Amanda Serrano, Alicia Baumgardner, Savannah and Chantelle have reached the pinnacle of the sport by becoming undisputed champions, giving them the experience, perspective and platform to lead the next generation. We look forward to announcing their MVP debuts in the coming weeks. So it's all good for women's boxing, and MVP, like I said, their card at the weekend. I mean, look, when it comes to Jake Paul as a fighter, let's put it this way. He seems to be taking the game a damn sight more seriously than Tommy Fury. Or at least, even, I mean, the Mike Tyson thing was grotesque when he fought Mike Tyson. And the idea that loss goes on Tyson's box record is just horrendous to me. And now he's fighting Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., who's been past his best for years and was never dedicated and was, a bit of a trust fund kid, to be honest with you. He did hold a middleweight title back in the day, at least 10 years ago, but no. But that side of things, push aside his actual boxing career and what he's doing as a promoter, Jake Paul, I can't fault it. I really can't fault it. And also, he's working with Netflix, which means they are ruling out. I mean, I know you have to subscribe to Netflix, which a lot of people have anyway, whether they're boxing fans or not. I mean, look at them. Hundreds of millions of people subscribe to Netflix all over the world. But it's becoming an alternative to pay-per-view, which I've always detested. So I say, yeah, credit where it's due. Come on, Jake Paul, and it's not just the females that he's helping out. I mean, like I said, there was that fantastic fight with Danielle Pero and Cesar Navarro that headlined the MVP card. I mean, this is good stuff. This is good stuff. The more promoters we have, the more opportunities for fighters, the more action we have. What more do you want? You can't knock it, can you? If you're a boxing fan. And I say, as maybe this is Jake Paul's found his calling, I think. And yeah, the work he's doing for female boxing is absolutely fantastic. So let me know your opinion. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Just let me know. Comments below. I'll have a read of them and, answer as many as I can. And yeah, if you like this video, please hit the like button because they count them, and subscribe to the channel if you're new. Thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, as always, and I'll catch you later. Bye for now.